Hello YouTube, welcome back. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. Welcome to the stream. Today we're just going to be it's going to be kind of a chill stream. I was supposed to do this last Saturday, but my network decided to shit itself to death, so we couldn't get it done. So pushed it back to today. We're just going to have a very chill, very low-key kind of just chatting stream, but we're going to be playing Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, which we've played before on the channel. I don't know if I have any videos of it. I think that's always just been a stream only kind of thing, but this time I'm putting it up for you guys because I love you. We got to take care of the YouTube frogs. All right, I'm not going to yap too long because it doesn't make any sense to yap at the beginning of a just chatting stream, which is essentially what all this is. Anyway, YouTube, I'll see you in just a moment. We're gonna get back in there, and we'll get started as soon as we can. Thanks, YouTube. Stick around. I love you. Say it back. Welcome back, YouTube. In your new game, yeah. This is the new map that we've got. It's called Rooftop 1%. We want as many of the new ducks as possible. So I think I'm going to turn these ones off. I think these three are the ones that we haven't done before. So we're just going to jump in here. Get my cursor off the screen. There you go. Rubber duck. There's got to be something going on with that pipe, right? I'll bet there's got to be an upstairs section. Yeah, it looks like there's a elevator or a door, something over there. We cycle through the... I forgot all of the controls, and I should have probably read them beforehand. But I know there's a way to, like, cycle between positions. What are the controls? Beach chair camera is E. Okay. Yeah. I'm the final boss. Chemical symbol for gold. And the Fibonacci sequence? Is that what we're doing here? I can't interact with anything here. I can just look around. This is clearly a puzzle of some kind. Oh. Oh. Hey, 343, right? Green. All right. Well, we'll never know. I thought I heard a plane or something. Could have been a car, I guess. I can't see the bottom. And we're all the way up at the top of this building, huh? This is it. This is what it is. Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. New duck. Oh, we can tab in between ducks. What are you? Is this a duck in little ducky pajamas? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Although, it's a little bit weird that he's wearing ducky pajamas being a rubber duck. Also, I think the only hole in these pajamas are for his head and his arms. How did he get in there? You know, these pajamas are actually raising more questions than they're answering. I've got some things to say. I'm not 100% sure how these pajamas got on this duck. Because that hole is definitely not big enough for the rest of his body. Unless these are very elastic pajamas. That is not how that happened. Did a piece of the ceiling just fall off? Is he right there next to the table? Huh. These ducky pajamas are the equivalent of like some dude wearing pajamas with a bunch of naked men on them, right? Because they're just ducks with duck and a heart on them, but this is also a rubber duck, so I think maybe this duck is a pervert. So far, I haven't seen any evidence to the contrary. But enough about him. We're about to get a new duck. Apparently, the timer slows down over time, depending on how many ducks you have in the pond. It ends up slowing way down. Christmas present. Do I have to click on it? Yeah. Look at this lad. This is a very shiny lad. Now kiss. An ornament duck. I actually kind of want this ornament now. Do you think they sell this anywhere? Does Placid Plastic Duck Simulator have a shop? Actually, hold on. Now that I've asked the question, I need this answer. Simulator shop. No, it's on Steam. Yes, I know that. PlayStation Store. Yeah, but I want merch. Give me merch. No, not really. Well, misspelled simulator, so that could be a thing. Do we have like a who makes this game? Maybe I should just go straight to their website. They've got merch. They sell plushies. Kind of. They sell plushies, but not. It's from Makeship. It's not even like from their store. And it's sold out. God damn it. I've never been so disappointed by rubber ducks before. Absolute nonsense that I can't buy these ducks. Like, look at this boy. Look at this lad. Tell me you wouldn't want that on your Christmas tree. Because I want it on my Christmas tree. This fucking boy. Anyway, enough about him. New duck. It's another present. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Santa Duck. The main man himself. We're a little bit late for this particular event package, but we're still in the season, you know. I consider anything like before New Year's, but like after Thanksgiving is appropriate Christmas time, you know. I think that's right around the realm where it's still appropriate to have a Santa around. You get a little bit of leeway at the end of the season after New Year's for Santa to still be chilling out. I wonder how we get these boys in the pool. Like 3 ducks up here, and they all want sun chips. There's got to be some way to get your hands on these ducks, you know? Ducks for sale? I'm really looking for... I mean, I think maybe Etsy is just going to be the thing that saves us here. Because everything I'm looking at is like, hey, do you want to buy the DLC or maybe some mods for the game? And I'm like, no, I want the ducks. Could I please just get the ducks? And it does not look like it. Although this is upsetting. This picture here is just... Let me see if I can... Yeah, there we go. I really just want to save it as a JPEG. Is that not something that I can do? I don't think that'll work. Ding? Who's dinging? Oh. Okay. We got all kinds of ducks now. I've been distracted. I've been distracted by muscular leg ducks. And now all chaos is broken loose. All right, so that one's clearly me, right? Duck addiction, so many ducks, ducks galore. There we go. There we go. That's me. We get like kind of this girl boss duck. I don't mind it at all. Why is she kind of... Hey guys, what's your weirdest? Hear me out. Because then we got this lad. And then her. This one doesn't do nearly as much for me. Oh, look, we got a little bellhop boy. A little Hawaii. I've missed so much. There's a pigeon up here, too? Hell yeah. All right, who's the pigeon? Who's the pigeon? I don't know. We're going to have to do some assigning. Who's that lad? Get him in the pool. What's he doing outside the pool? What are you doing? What are you doing out here? Hi, how's stream going? Stream is going great so far. We've got all kinds of ducks. Fucking killing it. Also, welcome back. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Happy Monday. I fully forgot what day it was because I've been working so often and I have like a 7-day-a-week schedule that the days don't matter. I had completely forgotten that it was Monday. But it's good. We're just kind of chilling out. Hanging out with some rubber ducks. My work schedule has been off with the holidays. The most annoying part is that the holidays have not affected my work schedule at all. Lots of people have been like, what are you doing with your break time this holiday? And I'm like, y'all are getting time off? Wild. Hell yeah, Santa Duck. This isn't how they tell you he does it in the fairy tales, but this is it. He just takes the elevator. Sorry to hear that. I mean, I got paid triple time all week, so it's not that big a deal to me. Ding. Triple time is very nice. Triple time is very nice. I don't know how this one duck got out of the pool, but he's a rebel. He's a rebel and everybody hates him. Just get with the times, Jeffrey. I feel like I've missed some ducks. Oh, look, there's a whole ass peacock duck that I didn't... I climbed to the party? What do you mean? What do you mean? There's a construction worker duck. Hold on. Hold on. So much is happening. I haven't been paying attention. It's a window squeegeeing duck. Love that for him. I'm glad that he joined the party. Is this game literally just collecting rubber ducks? Yeah. Yeah, that's all it is. It's like it's just a physics sim with rubber ducks. That's all it is. Right? I don't know why. It scratches a part of my brain that I didn't know was there. So, like, look at this. That's all it is. Fucking kick me, duck. All right, hold on. We can also come in here and gaze upon our collection. But more importantly, we can name it. Oops. It didn't save. Hold on. Distractions are. There we go. There we go. Now he will be forever immortalized in our ducky pond. I think it's very appropriate for him. So, if you find a duck, you like, let me know. Actually, I thought I had a channel point redeem for this at one point, didn't I? Did I? Didn't I? Did I not? Also, first is still available. Available? Maybe I'll actually speak. Available. That is one of the harder things about streaming, is that now I have to go back to go back in my VODs and try to pull out clips and whatnot, and hearing my own voice. There we go. And how much I think I'm enunciating things clearly, and then all of a sudden it's just like, I'm just a mumbly bastard. Anyway, new channel point redeem is up. 10 points. You can name a duck. Any duck. Typically, I'll name them after you. But if you have an ex or something you want a duck named after, I can... Oh, look at this little lad. Look at this boy. I like his hat. Also, it never occurred to me that a duck might wear a belt like that. And that's upsetting. Like, I don't know. Because, I mean, it also implies that, like, this duck is just nude from the waist down, right? If that's where the belt goes, then this guy is just straight up pantsless. Some upsetting implications here. Also, why is this duck kind of sussy, you know? Like, he's even got a pearl necklace? That's wild. Anyway, what's going on? What's happening? Go check on me. Make sure that I'm still hanging out. Right, this duck still hanging out right down there. Very cool. He's Donald Duck on wearing a Hawaiian t-shirt. Oh, they are just Donald Ducking it, aren't they? Like these two perverts are just rocking without pants. This guy's got a whole other thing going on. That guy's having his own party. We try not to talk about it too much. Yeah. Anyway, it's just like a physics sim where they're floating ducks. That's the whole shtick. Although there are like puzzles. Like this whole thing. Because you can interact with the phone, right? And type things in, but that didn't do anything, so it must be broken. Yeah, like occasionally events will happen. Sometimes like Sometimes something will fly along in the background. Sometimes you'll get like a special duck based on the level. Sometimes shit will just come flying out of the gutter like that. Maybe a plane will hit the second tower. Who knows? It could happen. Anything could happen. It's just a casual little sim. I gotta mark that one for later. Peacock duck. He's in full glory. Look at him. Look how beautiful he is. Gorgeous. Truly gorgeous. If I find... Did it just do an anime wow sound effect when he put his tail down? That's great. What's going on with you? How are you in... Just a red duck with a worm? It's just a red duck with a worm. He's got a little worm friend. Alright, Santa, Jesus, not everything's about you, bud. What's going on with your little worm, buddy? You got a hole? Does he live in you? Is that what's happening? You have a hole in your back where your little worm friend... Alright, Jesus. It's an apple duck. Oh, apple. That makes way more sense. I was like, he's infested with worms. No, apple duck. That makes sense. What should we name apple duck? I feel like the apple duck needs a name. And I'm like really tempted to name him Steve. How many layers deep do we go on this meme? Because I could name him Ligma. There's that one Watchmen meme where it's, what was it? Steve Jobs. I heard Steve Jobs died of Ligma. Who the fuck is Steve Jobs? Ligma balls. I'm gonna name him Ligma. I'm gonna name him Ligma and see if anybody else gets even close to the meme. Steve Jobs, there we go. I don't think that's deep enough. I think we have to do Ligma. Ligma, there we go. Is that duck wearing duck pajamas? Yeah, I was talking about this earlier. This duck, where is he? Where are you, duck pajama boy? This guy. This guy, I'm pretty sure, is a pervert. Because he's not younger than any of these other ducks, right? He's the same size as all the other ducks, which implies that he's an adult rubber duck. Great. Love that for him. He's at a pajama party, it happens. The problem is that he is wearing he is a duck wearing duck pajamas. And these ducks all just say duck on them. But none of the ducks on the pajamas have clothes. So this is all just the equivalent of a grown man coming to a pajama party in pajamas, covered head to toe in naked dudes that just have the word human written across their chest. And it's all presented very, very, very cutesy, but this man, pervert. I was going to say it was cute until, yeah, right? I mean, he's masquerading. He's doing a very good job of keeping it under wraps, but this guy's a pervert. You know, there's one in every group. Ah, new duck. Is this a piggy bank duck? Oh, that's fantastic. I think it looks like porcelain too. It's just like a little shinier. Makes cash sounds when you shake it. I like the ears. Something about ears on a duck is upsetting as well, but I like the concept. I wish there was something we could do with the coin, though. Wish there was like some other interaction we could do here. I don't know. Maybe they'll interact with something else at some point. That's another thing about this game is that it needs a curly Q tail. I agree. I agree. If it only just like painted on there, you know, not having anything kind of ruins the whole pig aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like just have a painted little bloop there at the end. Because otherwise, I mean, it still kind of reads as pig, but if you're not going to have the snout and you're not going to have the curly Q tail, then, I mean, don't have the ears, right? It's not really pig at this point. It's just porcelain duck. Peacock's going off again. That's the other thing about this game is that they do have achievements, but it's all about like two ducks interacting with each other. Like two very specific ducks have to interact in order to get an achievement. And that's just random. Like it's just a physics sim. You can't influence this in any way. Like I can't tell these ducks where to go or anything. So for two ducks to interact in a pond like this, it's random. It's happenstance. So in order to get 100% on this game, you just have to let it go. You just have to leave it running for long enough. I think there's a maximum number of ducks that can be in the pool, and for whatever reason I want to say that number is 60, but I don't actually know that that's true. We've come back to Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. I want to say this is our third time, because we did all the default levels to begin with, and then we did the Hippo Space one, which was complicated. That was a very complicated level. Kind of like the old school games where there was no save and you had to leave it running and hope no one shut it off. Kinda, yeah. Also, apparently there's a bug right now that if you try to save it, none of your names will stick, and you can't add any new ones. Oh, the lights are coming on. That's nice. It was getting pretty dark. Legma's got his own thing going on. What's going on, bud? You're listing a little bit. Taking on water. Real Costa Concordia vibes. New duck. Oh, this one is just pure white. I was just talking about a porcelain duck, right? Is this him? I don't even know what to call this boy. He's just blank. He doesn't even, like, he's not even as shiny as the porcelain boy. He's just a blank duck. As if they have forgotten the textures for this boy. Actually, is that a... Wait. There's a new number. You see that up by the duck count? Or up by the duck timer? Every time I click, we get a new number. What happens if we click a bunch of times? Is that based on this boy? Alright, well, I think we all know what we need to do now. That's wild. I didn't think there would be a color changing duck. There we go. Perfect. Done. Never have to click on this lad again. There he shall... Oh, this guy's still having a whole day. Back to this pervert. Yeah, the bellhop and the elf raised some concerning questions about duck pants. Because you got this guy. Why doesn't one... That's what I was just about to say, right? Like, bellhop, clearly wearing pants on the back end, right? Elf, he's got a belt around his waist that's clearly the ass end of the duck, right? Got that. But then you come over to, like, this lad, and... I mean, if that's his ass end, if that's where pants should go, this guy has got his harness all up in his ass crack, right? Like he is splitting the divide. And you know, you might say it's for work. You might say you have to be put in some pretty uncomfortable situations sometimes for safety reasons, as this man clearly has a job, you know? But look at that face. Look at that face. He enjoys it. He enjoys it, and he enjoys that you're watching. This man has some kinks that he is working through. Okay, and we support him. One of the village people? Yeah, probably. Meanwhile, we have this, like, maybe unintentionally very sexy duck. I don't know. Something about this duck, man. New duck. What is going on here? This has got to be one of the achievement ducks where, like, something has to interact with this. Teapot? Is it a teapot? Is anybody English enough to answer this question for me? It kind of looks like... There's a button. There's a button on the front end of this duck. I need somebody to press this button. Maybe they already did. Maybe that's what popped it open. I have no idea, but it's kind of terrifying, right? Like... I have no mouth, but I must scream kind of terrifying. I think you're right about teapot, though. Makes a lot of sense to me. Because it's kind of got that look, right? Oh, the table's going back up. Everybody catch a ride. All right. Wow. The peacock just really does just have an anime wow sound effect. There goes Ligma. Just living their life. I really want to see somebody hit this button now. You think there's going to be like a tea duck? Maybe like a water pitcher duck that like fills this boy up? I don't know what's going on with him. But I don't want to look at him anymore. He's upsetting. We always come back to this guy, and every time we do, he's in a worse spot. Every time we come look at this guy, he's just going through it. Oh, he heard me. He can sense when he's being watched. This is our first duck, by the way. This is the initial duck. And he fell out of the pool somehow, and I have no idea how he got here. Then we got this pervert. Got the ornament lad. Santa. Me. Holding it down at the bottom of the pool. Distraction. Gonna kick me inside. Weirdly sexy duck. This guy. I want to say Velma every time I come by here, but I don't think that's doing Velma justice. Like, I think we can be better as a society than just seeing red hair and glasses and being like, Velma. I don't even know that Velma has red hair. I think she's a brunette. Hold on. Velma, I've got questions. Because I think Daphne is a redhead. Scooby Gang. Yeah, Velma's a red or a brunette. She just had brown hair. Brown hair and glasses. This doesn't look like Velma at all. Yet every time I look at her, I'm like, that's Velma. But yeah, very, very much like Secretary Duck. But initially, this one, Oddly Sexy Duck and Ty. Ooh, hold on. Hold that thought, because new duck just dropped. Pufferfish? Is that what we're doing here? Because if it's not a pufferfish, I have no idea what theme we're going for here. Other than I love him. First thought was just... Okay, so it's a pufferfish. It's a pufferfish. We figured that one out. I hope he doesn't pop anybody. Not immediately obvious, but I did not know that pufferfish were designed to look like Jawbreaker candy, you know. And I'm not a pufferfish expert, but I didn't know that they were white with blue spots. Hello? Is that just what the elevator sounds like from the outside? That's terrifying. Although it is nice that we have somebody in here to kind of shake things up. Get some of the other ducks moving around a little bit. Because if this guy starts bumping into people and just starts blowing up all over the place, we're actually going to get some movement out of here. Teapot duck doing its own thing. Still screaming into the void. Got a pigeon duck. Always a good time. Just absolutely nothing behind those eyes. Not a single thought. Why is your duck stuck at the bottom of the pool? You know? It's an excellent question. Maybe that's just where he feels comfortable, you know? He's holding it down. Just vibing. Pufferfish duck managed to squeeze that or shoot that gap without touching anybody else. Peacock duck. Peacock duck? Peacock duck. Peacock. Alright. That thought wasn't really worth lingering on anyway, and then I said peacock, and that was all she wrote. That was all I could do. Ugh, excuse me. Okay, so it's not every time the pufferfish bumps into, it's most of the time. Some of the times when he bumps into somebody, he puffs up. Why was that one different? Why was that one different? I was like slower. What happened? Oh, Ligma's back on his feet. I love that. He was all askew for a little while. These three ducks are just getting screamed at by this teapot duck. Ah! Ah! All right, he's done. He's moving on. New duck. Aw, gingerbread duck. He's very surprised to be here. Very surprised. Shocked even.
You're a monster.
I'm not the monster here. You are. You and the rest of those fairy tale freaks ruining my perfect world. Now tell me, where are the others?
Eat me.
Probably scared of all the ducks are going to go for his gumdrop buttons. True. He is also made of gingerbread. All these ducks are eyeing him with a certain amount of ravenous hunger.
All right, I'll tell you. Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man. Well,
Yes, I know the Muffin Man. Who lives on Drury Lane?
well, she's married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Yo, Shrek was highly underrated. People don't give Shrek nearly enough credit. I'm saying that in the year of our Lord 2024. Shrek was great. Did it win any Oscars? Hold on. I'm coming in with an awful lot of steam, and Shrek might be perfectly critically acclaimed. Shrek awards and nominations. Oh, wow. Okay. God damn. Okay. I was incorrect. Shrek is essentially just perfectly acclaimed, because this, like, it's got pages of awards. Academy Award for Best Animated Feature Film, People's Choice Award for Favorite Movie, Critics' Choice Award for Best Animated Film, Academy Award for Best Writing for an Adapted Screenplay, BAFTA Award-winning Best Film, MTV Movie and TV Award for Best Duo, BAFTA Award for Best Original Scene. Okay, Shrek actually has quite a bit of acclaim. Sequels are decent too. Yeah, I didn't mind any of the sequels, but you know, none of them were Shrek. I was wrong about Shrek. I came in here with a lot of spice, trying to defend Shrek, only to learn that it does not need my help. Shrek is apparently just stupidly popular, and that's great. Shrek deserves the world. What are we talking about? Oh, gingerbread cookie. Gingerbread duck. We haven't even moved off the gingerbread duck. That's right. The Puss and Boots movie was also extremely good. I saw a streamer that had an emote that was a whole Shrek movie in like 45 seconds. That would be very good. Hey, where are you going? Why are you drawn to this elf? That was weird. I wonder what physics caused it to do that. Maybe I should do something like that, but for the Bee Movie. Have the entire Bee Movie in an emote that is a GIF that's like 30 seconds long. New duck. This guy's also surprised, but not as surprised. Like, you know, he's surprised so many people came to this party, but not surprised that he got invited. That's the vibes that I'm getting. Like, yeah, of course he's going to be here, but he's a little bit impressed that there are so many other people here as well. That's kind of the vibes. Again with the confusing belt situation, though. Then these two are going to go over into the corner and kiss. Well, never mind. She's not into it. She's not into it. Like, they're having a polite conversation that she doesn't want to have, so she's just getting like a little further away with every consonant. Santa coming in hot. I haven't really seen any more ducks that we absolutely have to name, you know? Like, I've seen a handful that I was like, we need to put a name on this one, but the bellhop duck, and the nutcracker duck look like Pokemon that are in the same evolutionary chain. Like, bellhop obviously evolves into nutcracker. All right. Ornament duck said enough of that. We're moving on. We're going over here now. I'm kind of excited to see like the third version, you know? Because if this is Charmeleon and this is Charmander, I want to see the Charizard version of this boy. He's going to be the most dapper looking individual on the face of the planet. Why does our teacup duck like glow? What? I didn't even do anything. I just came back to check on you. Why are you closed now? He's done screaming at the absurdity of existence. Also, why is he glowing? Is this a teacup? What's happening? Or teapot? Did somebody hit his button and I wasn't paying attention? Oh, I can hit his button. Okay. Then scream he shall. His life shall be pain, and he shall scream. I like that it was me. Like, I accidentally clicked his button without noticing the first time, and he's just been screaming ever since. Anyway. My little duck pond. How insane is it that they don't... that the makers of this game don't have, like, the world's biggest rubber duck market? How do you not, like, go and immediately make all of these ducks? Or at least the ones that you can, right? Because most of these are just cosmetic. And you could definitely put... like, you could put some of these ducks together. New duck. Oh, what the fuck is going on with this guy? What the fuck? It's like a jelly alien duck? Oh, he's made of jello. Hi, Ligma. Is it a hologram? Is it a hologram? It could be a hologram. It's definitely making like bouncy noises when something hits it. It doesn't have anything crazy. Oh, this is gonna be... He's definitely giving like... yeah, he's bouncy. He's not phasing through things like he's a hologram. He's bouncy. Anyway, like I was saying, like how insane is it as a company that you make a whole Placid Plastic Duck Simulator game, but then you don't also go back and make some of these ducks? I would buy these. Like, I would buy some of these ducks and put them up on the wall. Like, I would just display all these ducks. Like, it makes me wonder if there's some kind of like weird copyright issues, but probably not, right? Like, this is just a pigeon. Like, give me this duck. I would spend an absurd amount of money trying to get all these ducks. They remind me of the Tubbs ducks from Just Geek. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're doing research now. Yeah, exactly. Do that. But with all the ducks in here. There's a Marasov duck? That's fantastic. Savathun duck. Okay, now I'm just in on this duck thing. Like, some of these would make fantastic gifts for the Destiny nerds I know. And now I'm glad you've introduced this to me. I'm glad that I'm here now. Got an ad? That is fair. I need more water. The ad break ends in like 10 seconds, so we should be back fairly shortly. You ever just feel dehydrated? And you can feel it in your body? I specifically asked Chax if she wanted to see this, because it's a new map and it's a new pack of ducks, right? And Chax is a big fan of Placid Duck Simulator. I was like, "Hey Chax, I'm thinking about playing this. Would you stick around for it?" Meanwhile, I'm back. Welcome back. I really wish I could turn off ads just in general, but in order to stop pre-roll ads, well, for one thing, if you don't have ads on, just don't have any ads at all, Twitch is never going to recommend your channel to anybody. It's just going to stay at the bottom of the page. So, can't do that. And if you don't have mid-roll ads like I've got, then you get pre-roll ads, and it's like 3 minutes worth of ads right at the beginning. So if any new people come into your channel and it's just immediately 3 minutes worth of ads, they're not going to stick around for that. They're not invested in your channel enough to wait out an ad break. So this is kind of the best option we have right now, and it still sucks that I have to do ads at all. I don't mind the ads. I just felt bad because I made a comment that looked like you were going to say something about it. Didn't want to think I ditched. Yeah, I understand. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. That's kind of pretty. I like how it's not black. It's just kind of a dark blue, like a dark blue and a silver. It's a real simple design, but I do like it. All right, let's come over here. Let's let him simmer for a bit. Maybe he'll pop his top. Maybe he'll start to boil. I don't know. No, I was just talking about the other ducks, or the Tubbs ducks. Yeah, Tubbs. I was looking through them, and I'm like, oh, some of these are real good. Some of these would be like perfect, like gift add-ons. Like if you got somebody a gift and you wanted like a little something extra, like some of these would be really good. I've got some Destiny nerds who would love some of these ducks. Also some horror nerds. Like there's some real good ducks here. I'm gonna keep that pinned for later. I've gifted a couple. They're like perfect gifts, I think. Excuse me. I like kind of wanted to yawn there, but also had a cough coming on. One of these days, this cough will go away. Like, it's almost required by law. Up. This pufferfish duck is causing so much chaos. I wonder if I can look up some of the achievements for this so that we know what to look for. Oh, I have no idea which ones are the most recent. There's one called Play the Game. You finally control a duck. I don't know what that is. I'm the keeper of the secret art. No idea. Get a miner to 100%. I don't know what any of these are. Project BFG, unlock the big jelly. So it kind of has a picture of this boy, but I don't know how to unlock the big jelly. I mean, it's got to interact with something, right? What do we need? What do we need this jelly to interact with in order to make a big jelly? I mean, we probably don't have it yet, but not even typing words anymore. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. We're not going to look up any more of these because it doesn't. So I tried looking up a list of all the ducks, and I think I saw something with the jelly duck. Did you see multiple jelly ducks? Because I saw a red, a yellow, and a blue jelly. And I think in order to get the big jelly, they all have to collide. They combine. What's going on here? This is just a house. This is just a duck with a living room painted on his chest. Yeah, that's what I saw. So we need the other jelly ducks in here. Then we can get the big jelly. I mean, eventually. Like, again, I don't have any control over these ducks. So having them collide is all just random chance. Yeah, this is Secretary Duck. I feel like we're missing some ducks. I was looking stuff up for a little while. I don't know if we've seen all of our ducks, you know? Yeah, this is 69. Okay, I think we're up to date. I think we're up to speed. I don't think we've gotten any ducks that we haven't seen yet. Because the duck counter will, or the duck timer will slow down over time depending on how many ducks you have. So I think we're good. I found this this band on Spotify. that does like soft jazz covers of video game songs. And I've decided that's basically the whole aesthetic I want for my stream is soft jazz versions of all my favorite video game songs. Because I think this is oh, I gotta go back now. Yeah, it's the Crash Bandicoot theme, which is great. There's one more in here that I really, really like. Let me see if I can find it. I mean, they're all nice, but there's one specifically. You know what? I think we're just gonna let it roll. 'Cause I'm kind of vibing. We're kind of just vibing today. You could do worse than the Wii shopping music or the Wii store music. Right? Yeah. I guess it's just the Me channel music. Look, the pantsless guys are right next to each other. With a little bit of jelly between them. Hell yeah. Get up in there, boys. Ornament duck coming in hot. Anyway, this is the kind of streamer where I really wish I had some like interesting fast food news to talk about, but I haven't seen anything recently. Nothing like innovative has come out. Ooh, what's this guy? Cash register? I don't know. What is this guy? He's got like a slot in the center. It's like green and gold. Like a poker table? What secrets do you hold? I can't click on him. Oh my god, Ligma! Your worm! Your worm, Ligma! He has transcended. He has evolved into a beautiful butterfly. We've clearly evolved. This is no longer Ligma. We have evolved into Sugma. That feels right. That feels right. Perfect. Nobody is going to understand this meme now. We're too deep. We're so many layers in. Where's the new one? This one? Yeah, this one. This very confusing boy. He's got like 4 slots on his chest and a drawer. But he's not like a cash register. This doesn't read as cash register to me. Got like a dark green and a gold. Like with a display. Huh. I don't know. I have no idea what this could possibly be. No idea. Kinda lame. I say that now, but like the instant I figure it out, I'll think it's the coolest shit. This guy, still here. Still stuck. There's this pervert. Everybody else is just kind of chilling. Yeah, most of the people in the main pool. Four squares remind me of four squares on a Wii remote, but that's probably because of the music. I think the music is influencing the decision a lot. Besides, it's like green and gold. Like, I'd be tempted to agree with you if it were like white. But we don't have any branding on anything else. And the color scheme is just wrong. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. Very strange. Very strange. Oh, dude, that sax player is going hard. I don't even know what song this is, but he's fucking getting it. It's called Guns N' Roses from Bacano? Something like that. I don't know what it is, but it's fucking getting it. I always wanted to learn how to play an instrument. Unfortunately, I do not have the patience. I say that while I'm actively playing a Placid plastic duck simulator. But I just don't have the patience to sit down and learn how to play an instrument. In high school, I was in orchestra and band. But I was terrible. And I just pretended to play the instrument. Like, I was not confident enough to be able to actually play it with any amount of competence. So I just kind of pretended to play. And as an adult, I watched some of those videos back of like our orchestra performances, and it could not be any more obvious that I was not doing anything. Like, I was not fooling anybody. Everybody just kind of let me do it. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I did choir in middle and high school. I kind of learned piano enough to play something basic. I always thought that it would be super cool to learn, but my space is super limited. And like, again, I just don't have, with my luck, I'd buy like a $500 keyboard or something, and then it would just sit in my closet for all eternity. I think I actually have a guitar in my closet that I was trying to learn like post high school that I just never got anywhere with. Anyway, how do we teach this parrot to talk? Who does it need to interact with so that we can teach it words? So I kind of don't like how detailed the eyes are. Like, it makes him look really, really worried. He looks stressed. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's just like, so many fucking ducks around. Like, he's aquaphobic. This is the only aquaphobic rubber duck on the face of the planet. And he is just so stressed out all the time. Aquaphobic? Hydrophobic? I was trying to figure out what Fear of the Cold was. Because there's a game coming out that was announced, not at the Game Awards, but it's something similar. I posted the trailer in the Pythos channel in Idiot Box, but it's called Shiver, and it's a new like survival horror that's coming out. And apparently it's about like the temperature dropping to below freezing and like ice zombies and all that, but that's not really what got me. There's a scene in that trailer where the main character who's talking, she like looks at the camera and it zooms into her eye and her eye freezes solid, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that I'll never sleep again. I'm never going outside. Actually, I'm gonna stay here, right here next to my moderately priced heater, and that's just how I'm going to live the rest of my life. I'm like, I did not need a new phobia. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen, and now I'm upset that I've seen it happen to somebody else via fiction, you know? But it makes sense. Like, your eyes would eventually freeze. And no thank you. I just had never thought of that happening before. I was like, oh, okay, cool, new phobia just dropped. And I had to go and look up what that phobia was called. I live in Wisconsin. I don't need this idea in my head. Yeah, I mean, I live in Colorado, and it's been a really mild winter, but I still don't need that imagery, you know? Anyway, it's either frigophobia or cryophobia, depending, I guess, on which one you prefer. This is kind of like how we had to look up what the fear of snakes was called. Ichthyolophobia or something like that. I used to know it because we were playing Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil HD, when it came out. We were playing that. There's a giant snake in that one called Yawn, which, bro, if you have to come up with a name for a giant snake, Yawn is maybe one of the best ones. Because of their mouth, the way they open their mouth up real wide. Yawn. I loved it. He's a little reindeer. Why does putting eyelashes on these ducks suddenly make them like I'm not a furry, but anyway. Guys, what's your weirdest hear me out? Because add one to your hear me out cake. I mean, listen. Like, look me in my real human eyeballs right now and tell me that you wouldn't fuck this duck if you got the opportunity. Consensually, of course, like, obviously, but like a little bit, right? I can't be the only one. And if I am, delete the VOD. Delete the VOD. We don't need it. Teapot duck coming in strong. I mean, it's cute, but I don't know if I would go that far. All right, you know. They hated him for he spoke the truth. I don't know what to tell you. Who's bubbling? Are you bubbling? I feel like there should be like something else going on with this duck. Am I wrong? Because it definitely looks like there's a water basin in here or something, and we need to like fill this motherfucker up with something. Maybe he just hasn't interacted with the right duck yet. I don't know. Like I can't be the only one. Like, this duck is a little sussy too. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's the eyelashes. Maybe I'm just like wildly sexist. I don't know. Delete the VOD. Anyway, what were we talking about? Something about frozen eyeballs. I think I can pull it up. Hold on. Let's see if I can find that trailer. There it is. Display. I love you, but I don't need the ad right now. All right. All right. Let me see. Let me cook. Let me cook here for just a minute. Because I need a window capture. Yeah. There we go. And then I want to crop it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me cook. Let me put it here. Let me make it full screen. No, we can't do that. Okay. I just want to crop it appropriately. I just want it to be cropped, you know? There we go. All right, who's ready? Who's ready for this? I don't know if you guys will actually be able to hear this at all. You're gonna have to tell me. I'm kind of excited. It does kind of look good. Not hearing anything? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Because I think I've got it set up to where my desktop doesn't... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Monitor rounded output. I'll have to change that back later, but that's fine. Let's go back.
50 degrees below zero stood for a bite of frost that hurt and that must be guarded against. The blood in my body recoils before it. Blood is alive and wants to hide away and cover itself up from the fearful cold. The shivering came more quickly upon me. I was losing my battle with the frost. It was creeping into my body from all sides. A good idea, I thought, to sleep off to death. Freezing was not so bad as people thought. There were worse ways to die. And I was right.
Right there. Right there.
Oh my fucking God.
Anyway, it looks like an interesting horror game. I'm very excited for it, but damn.
Right.
Damn.
And I was right.
Terrible. Terrible and bad.
Worse ways to die.
Cool. Just thought I needed to share that with you guys. One of the things that I did notice about that trailer, though, is like she's in a post-apocalyptic frozen wasteland, but still managed to get her eyeliner just perfect. Looks cool. I got goosebumps. I heard what you said. Cool. Get it? Cause it's frozen. Cause it's frozen. Cool. Cause it's frozen. Okay. Well, of course, girls. I gotta have priorities. You know? Speak on that. Tell me about women's priorities. Anyway, new duck. Yo. Hey, does this duck need to interact with Sugma over there? I'm gonna name this duck Ligmo. They're not part of the same pack, so I don't think they need to interact at all. Or are they? No? Maybe they're not? They're not. There he is. The return of Ligma. Also, I like the idea that like this dark green trail is where the slug has been so far. Because where does it originate from? Where did this slug start and where has it gone? And why doesn't this duck care? What are you? What kind of abomination are you? All right, welcome back, everybody. That's getting like slower and more distorted every time. How many ducks do we have? We have 29. It feels like more than that, doesn't it? Just kind of looking at the pond and like not even including the ones that are upstairs or in the elevator right now. This feels like more than that. Oh, this is the ornament. I was like, did we have a golden duck? No. Kind of, but no. Now let me see if I can. I need him to like turn around. I want to get a good clip of this for distraction. He's the only one we actually have like a duck named, like a duck namesake for right now. I'm gonna tag him in a Twitter post. I'm gonna make him change his Twitter profile picture to this duck. There we go. Probably should have spell checked distraction to begin with. It looks good to me. I think we're fine. Distraction. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm waiting to see if a cow duck shows up so we can redeem the name. I know there is one. I don't know if it's in the packs that we have chosen. Because in our collections, we have I think we have so many ducks, ducks galore, and the holiday ones. Because I know there is a cow duck. These are all the base ducks. We haven't gotten all of them. We got most of them, or about half. There's a bee duck. I know that. Afro duck. Sick. One of these days, I'm just going to have to let it go and see how many ducks we can get. I think there is a cow duck, though. Oh, that's a new duck, right? That's a new duck? Orange peel duck. That's kind of sick. I actually like that design a lot. It's just like something about the color. Something about the color is very pleasing to me. All right, somebody broke the table again. I don't think the orange peel or the orange duck has any interactions. Maybe that's what we need to hit the teapot duck, though. I swear it's got to be some kind of tea, though. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. Maybe there's a teacup duck that would interact with it. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. Where is he? He's just here. I wasn't paying attention for a little. Oh, there he is. Yep. Nothing so far. Gonna keep waiting. We'll see. We'll see. We're keeping an eye on this duck. This is sussy as hell. Anyway. New level, new ducks. I figured it was worth coming back to and checking out. I was going to do this on Saturday, but my my internet decided it just didn't want to work on Saturday. I think we were dropping something like 70% of our frames, like watching it. And it had nothing to do with like the client side, but trying to watch even just my intro on stream was like watching a slideshow. Like you'd have thought I was streaming on PowerPoint. But I wanted to play this game on Saturday. But circumstances wouldn't allow. And then I decided we were supposed to get back to doing Dishonored 2 stuff today, but we don't really have like a time limit for that one, and I figured, you know, we'll push it back a day. We'll get back to Dishonored 2 on Wednesday and then continue with our journey on Friday. That's kind of the plan right now. The schedule right now is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at like 4:30 my time, 4:30 Mountain. We'll start. I got a little late. I started a little late today, but that's fine. Like 4:30 Mountain we'll start, and then we'll go to like 8 or 8:30, depending. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then weekends essentially optional. Just do whatever I want for the weekends, but try to save the week for like actually accomplishing goals. I'm gonna need other like difficult video game things, because the thing that we're going to try to do with Dishonored 2 is there's an achievement for getting it without being noticed. The ghost achievement. Don't be alerted at any time. There's an achievement for beating the game without powers, because you're going to choose to reject the powers at the beginning of the game. And there is an achievement for beating it on very hard. So I'm going to try to do all three of those at the same time. I'm going to do Ghost on very hard without powers. That's the plan. But we got to beat the game itself first. We're doing kind of a vanilla playthrough. You just got a little sweater. Oh, the whole thing is knitted. There's the little knitted duck. God, that thing would fall apart the moment you put it into a chlorine pool. That sounds intense. I've never played Dishonored. I love Dishonored. Dishonored's such a good game. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the like quintessential games if you like stealth. If you're into stealth, if you're into like assassination games, it's one of the quintessential ones. Dishonored 2 picks up on that some more, but it introduces the ability to not take any of the supernatural powers, so you can't just blink around and do all that. Which I'm on my blind playthrough right now, and trying to imagine doing any of this without being able to just like teleport a short distance it just feels insane to me. Because it's like I've been doing that more than I've been walking. So now I have no idea how I'm gonna get this achievement. But first we got to do our first like blind playthrough. And it's not blind because I've played the game before. I've beaten Dishonored 2 before. They're kind of like Assassin's Creed games but with powers. Yeah. It's not as open world. It's imagine the same thing, but you get dropped into like a level. It's not like open world. You can't just go wherever. But you get dropped into a level that has a billion different ways to accomplish your objectives and then leave. But it's got very much the same kind of feel. But came out in 2016 and I beat it in 2016. Beat it. But I haven't really played it since then. So I'm playing through it again to try to refamiliarize myself with everything. Try to get some of the achievements that I missed the first time. And then we'll do another playthrough on like the high chaos mode. Because right now we're kind of going along in low chaos, where we're trying not to kill anybody if we can absolutely help it. But also, we've done an awful lot of assassinations just because it happened to be slightly more convenient than going around. So, low chaos in huge quotes. But my first playthrough was a very low chaos playthrough. And I needed, because that's just how I play assassination type games. I'd rather do it without being seen. But that means that I don't have the high chaos achievement. So this playthrough is just to refamiliarize ourselves with the game. The next playthrough is going to be all about stab murdering people. Like cleaning out the entire level of dudes so that I can get the high chaos achievement. And then hopefully the run after that will be the real methodical one, which will be in like 3 weeks, because it's not a short game either. If I can get that one under my belt as 100% done, then that'll be great. But if we have to intersperse other games like this every so often, just to play something else every now and again, we can do that too. But typically what we do here is achievement hunting and doing different challenges in video games. That sounds really cool. Hopefully I'll be able to catch a stream of it. I hope so too. But it's like the Resident Evil HD achievements that we got during the speed run on the hardest difficulty without saving. That was probably one of my favorite streams that we've ever done. It took me 15 tries over like 3 days, I think, to finally get it done. So, but it was so much fun. That and the Madhouse difficulty on Resident Evil 7, that was really fun. That was really fun too. We didn't like combine that achievement with anything else, and thank Christ, I don't think we needed to, because that one was tough as hell. There were certain parts of that stream where I really didn't think I was gonna make it. And it might, like, the parts of that stream that were tough might surprise you. New duck. Who's this boy? The gumball duck. That's really cool. I like it when they're not just textures, when they've got something else going on with them. Can I get a gumball? Oh, actually, what if this one interacts with the piggy bank duck? Where's the piggy bank duck? Where are you? Over there. Wonder if it hits the piggy bank, it'll give us a gumball? Yeah, that's my... We need these two. We need these two to interact. God, the fact that they're so close, like they're within shouting distance of each other, but I have no way of making the tips touch. Oh my god. No. No, 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 no. No. Now kiss. God damn it. God, I feel I'm like emotionally exhausted. I just want them to be happy. God, they're so close. Get the fuck out of the way, reindeer. Yes. No. God, they're just right there. Fuck. Oh, I thought he was gonna like... It's like watching the Windows screensaver almost hit the corner, or like the DVD logo bouncing around to the different corners. You know, God help whatever substitute was trying to get kids to pay attention during that time. The only thing I ever focused on was that DVD symbol. Anyway, they're off on their own adventures now. I'm gonna keep it locked on this gumball boy for at least a little while, in case a miracle happens, but Piggy Bank is off on his own thing now. Here's the peacock again. Whatever happened to that one we couldn't identify? This one. Anything happen with you? No? You're just still... Maybe it's a safe? But if it's a safe, how do we punch in the code? It's got like a drawer. And number keys don't do anything. I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, Gumball. We're hitting heading kind of vaguely in the right direction. I thought he'd get bumped out of the way. I was about to be so mad. We're going to be very angry at the pufferfish. Oh. We're within the realm of possibility now. Ornament duck. Ornament duck. You son of a bitch. That's right, Sugma. Get him out of the way. It's not going to matter. We're heading in the wrong direction now. God damn it. God, this is the most exciting piece of video game I've ever experienced. That's right, Gingy. Gently coax him in the right direction. We're having a new duck here very shortly, but we're so close. Here comes the distraction to help. God damn it, distraction. You fucked everything. You fucked everything up. I wanted such good things. And then somebody who's ostensibly my friend comes in and ruins everything. I've never felt so betrayed. Never. Anyway, new duck. Ah. All right. It's a very pretty duck. Music box duck. This one looks... The green and gold one is so confusing to me. Maybe I can find it. Hold on. Placid duck simulate for ducks. I was hoping for like a wiki page, but oh, well. Well, there's a wiki. Okay. Does it have the duck that I need, though? Does it have the right duck? It's a strong box duck. That's what it's called. Strong box duck. Doesn't have any special properties. That's just the way that he is. Well, yeah, it's lame. I thought there was some kind of mystery here, but no. It's just a duck. Gumball and Piggy, oh my god. Was I not paying attention? Here's the gumball. Did they bump together and I wasn't paying attention? I'm glad somebody was paying attention. I'm upset that nothing happened. Also, are the blinds closing? They are closing. I wonder what happens when it gets fully closed. I was busy trying to figure out what the fuck was going on with Strongbox Duck, but apparently nothing. Apparently that's just what he is. Which is upsetting. I thought there was some kind of deeper meaning. I thought he was like a safe or something that we had to punch the code in. But no, just strong box duck. No special properties. Kinda lame, actually. Ugh, excuse me. I'm awake. How are you guys doing? Friendly reminder, we've got an ad starting in about 3 minutes. I was gonna say, I was surprised that Distraction hadn't said anything about his duck on Twitter yet. But he actually has. And now we have to update him. Because I didn't show him why. All right, let's go ruin his day. Love ruining days. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. A story in 3 parts. I'm very excited for him to discover that later. If you guys don't follow Distraction, head on over to his channel and follow him because he's very funny too. He was streaming pretty consistently there for a little while. And it's been a couple weeks, but the holidays are fucked up for everybody. Basically, the only reason that I'm streaming right now is I'm going to work here in 2-ish hours. So, might as well, you know? Might as well stream for a bit. Especially since this isn't really the world's most draining game. If you can believe it. Is this just grape juice? Suchi Valkyriano. Is it wine? Grape juice? Ox wine? What's going on? Strange. Strange is what it is. Odd. It's gotta be grape juice, right? Nobody drinks wine out of a straw. Although, fun fact, I actually learned that not specifically that, but beer and like beer and mead and such are the reasons that straws were invented. Because obviously, well, invented, discovered, whatever. Because obviously straws were just like from straw, the grass, right? Like a reed. But they use it because back in the day when they were making beer and alcohol for the first time, they didn't have a good. Actually, hold on. There's an ad. There's an ad right now, and I don't want to finish this story in the middle of an ad. So we'll wait. We'll wait. This is a good story. It's an interesting factoid. Because my initial thought was that that the point of a straw had to do with a mustache. Because I don't know if you guys have ever tried to drink anything with a mustache, but that shit gets all up in your drink, right? Unless you use a straw, which bypasses the whole mustache process. But so I looked it up. I was trying to figure out whether or not mustaches had influenced the invention of a plastic straw at all. And as it turns out, no, that's not the reason. Although it might be a reason, you know. It may have come up, but it's not the reason. Can I click on anything else inside this room? Mel says also lipstick. That, you know, could also be true. Could also be the case. Also, hi, Chris. But no, the reason that straws were invented or were used for that purpose. Invented feels weird for what is essentially just a piece of grass that somebody picked up and stuck in their mouth. I'm half in and half out. I figured that was the case. You're welcome either way. But no, the reason that straws were originally used for that purpose is because back in the day when they made alcoholic beverages, they didn't have a good way of like filtering out all the shit in beer, or all the shit that it takes to make beer out of beer. So they didn't have a way to get like yeast and shit out. Not like a good clean way of doing it, right? So when you got the final product, when you drank what would eventually be your beer, it had all kinds of shit floating in it. Like there was a layer of like old yeast and like flavoring agents and shit. There was just like a film on the top of beer. And so they needed a way to get to the beer underneath all that shit without having to like chug down an entire layer of crust, essentially. Because nobody likes a crusty beer. So eventually they just started using reeds as a straw to punch all the way through there and just drink straight out of the bottom of the glass where all the good stuff was. This is a dope history fact. History facts. That's true. Yeah, I forget what I was doing, but I was like drinking, I think it was a beer. I was at a brewery and I was drinking and I was like, why is it that I get foam in my mustache all the time? Why isn't it socially acceptable to drink a beer with a straw? I was like, oh, well, I wonder if that's originally what the purpose of straws was to keep shit out of your mustache. But no. Yes, but also no. Yeah. Neat little factoid. Then somewhere along the line, like filtration got better and we got a little bit better at scooping shit out of enormous pots of liquid, and it ended up becoming not necessary anymore. This guy's just wearing a little duck Christmas sweater, which again does not have a hole large enough to accommodate this boy's body. He was sewn into that sweater. It's wild to me that some of these guys have shirts that clearly end at their ass, and then others just don't. Like all the sweaters seem to encompass the entire duck. This guy has his whole ass out. But like this guy, no ass. Also, he sings. All right. And then, like, she also doesn't have any kind of zippers or anything. She was sewn into this outfit. I don't know. There's just not a lot of internal duct consistency going on here. Also, box wine. Gotta just be like a juice box. Hello? Oh, the table's raising back up. I was like, is that Godzilla? What's happening? I've never really been a big wine guy. Just in general. Like, I've had partners who have been like big wine people. They've tried to get me in on wines that they think I would enjoy. I've had many a different kind of wine, but it was just never really my thing. Just not big on wine, I think. But I was never a big grape juice guy back in the day either. I was always more of an apple guy. And dude, I will fuck up some ciders. Like, you put me down in front of a hard cider, that shit, I love that. Although I can only drink so much Angry Orchard before I get a massive headache and feels like I want to die. I had to find that out about rum too. We were down in took a vacation in Cancun, and my brother and I basically made it our own personal mission to drink the entire bar out of Bahama Mama mix or whatever they use to make Bahama Mamas. We were just like, we're gonna shut this fucking place down with rum. Because as it turns out, and it is not a surprise, but it is also not something I thought about when I went down there. Mexico has incredible rum, has incredible, I guess I should say Cancun. That's the sample size. Cancun has incredible rum, has incredible tequila, and has absolutely trash tier whiskey. Not a big whiskey place, which now that I like saying it out loud, yeah, no shit, like duh. But you know, when I went down there, I was like, oh, it's a bar, they'll have whiskey. And then I was like, do you want this bottle of Jack that nobody has touched for 17 years? It just kind of sits up here. And I'm like, no, actually. In fact, just give me a Bahama Mama. That's all I want. Anyway, we tried to like shut that bar down. That's through just Bahama Mamas. It didn't work. Turns out they were far more prepared for drunk tourists than we were to drink just an obscene amount of Bahama Mamas. But I did find out that Bahama Mamas, specifically rum, I guess, will give me just an ear-splitting headache. Just absolutely destroy me for a significant amount of time afterwards. Which also did not matter at my cousin's wedding. We went to my cousin's wedding, and again, for whatever reason, my brother and I just decided to shut that bar down. They had an open bar. At least you learn something. Listen, I learned a very important lesson and then promptly ignored it. Because at that wedding, we did the exact same shit. We picked up just rum and Coke. Like, that's just what we were doing all night. And it was an open bar, but that one we actually accomplished our goal. We I think it was just the two of us drinking rum the entire night, and we drank every ounce of rum that place had. And I don't even remember. I remember being drunk. I don't remember being crazy drunk. I think my brother must have had the lion's share of it. And by the end of that night, he had done 6 or 7 splits on the dance floor. Just full bore. Ripped his pelvis clean open to do 7 splits on the dance floor. And by the end of it, like his hip flexors were so fucked, like he couldn't walk. He was having such a hard time even just getting out of the car because he just absolutely screwed his pelvis over. Which I told him would happen. After his first split, I was like, that was very impressive. Don't do that again. That was probably real bad. It's just milk. Latte fresco. Yeah, it's just milk. There's a duck missing. Look at that duck, though. That is a very scary looking duck. It went missing. Not October. Or September. August 17th, 2022. If you can identify this duck, please report any information you may have to... Oh, man. We have a phone. Somebody write that down. Somebody write that number down. Hold on, I got it. 0 5 1 2 3 1 1 3 1 2. God, see, fucking Loris has got it. Loris is on top of shit. All right. Then we want to go over here. Really? Nothing? Really? Five, 1 2 3 1 1 3 1 2. Just leave it. I cannot believe that's not a thing. This is one of the phones where you have to hit. I mean, we'll try it. Really? I can't believe that didn't work. I'm so disappointed. Can you pick up the handset? No, I can't click on anything else. Yeah. I'm livid that that's not a thing I can do. Yeah. I'm sure there's some way that you can interact with that phone and like the different clues that are around here. I just don't know that this duck interacts with that phone, you know? 411 for information. We can certainly try it. The only thing I tried before was 8085. But even like Sarta Adriana, this also nothing. It implicitly points this out, and I still nothing. Nothing. Maybe it's for a later update. I don't know. These levels all seem like fairly self-contained. The thing is that we've also got like a periodic table with gold circled. And then also the Fibonacci sequence. Written in French. I think that's French. I don't know. But like I can't click on any of these things. There's a very majestic horse. Yeah, Can't click on anything. Nothing's happening. I can interact with the phone. But that's it. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, if you're gonna have a phone number on a duck, you gotta be able to call that number. That's just good manners. Kind of a pretty skybox. Do the clouds move? Kind of. It does look like they're moving a little bit. Kind of an impressive day and night cycle. Where's that living room duck? No, I clicked. Fuck. I clicked on the duck. I clicked on the 69 duck. God, I'm dumb. Ah, I hate it. No, fucking. God damn it. All right, you guys ready? I clicked past the sex number. God damn it. All right. We're gonna be here for a while. Look, it's a Belatra duck. Oh, I don't like that one. That one's just textured. That's a bad duck. In there almost. Hold on, we'll be with you in a moment, new duck. There we go. And never shall it be changed. New duck. This one just has a heart. The grape juice duck changed? Oh, it did. Now it's cherry or apple juice. Why did you change? What happened? What happened to you? What secrets? What secrets do you have? Apple juice is just better anyway. Apple juice is objectively better than grape juice. I'll be taking no questions at this time. Maybe it hit the apple duck? Ooh, that's a good theory. I mean, we've got absolutely no way to prove or disprove that, but in my headcanon, that's exactly what happened. He hit the apple duck and then it became apple juice. Like, maybe we can get him to bump into the gingerbread duck and have him become horchata or something. That'd be sick. Watch him bump into Santa and become eggnog. That would be great too. I would fucking kill somebody for some eggnog right now. That's one of the downsides of having to work all through the Christmas holiday is like I haven't been able. I went over to our friend's house and like they were having a Christmas party and everybody was drinking like cocktails and shit, and like the host was getting into like some really good whiskey, and I was like, oh my fucking god. Because I'm at an age in my life where like getting fucked up is no longer the point of drinking. Something like now the point of drinking is to drink something that is really good. And if I'm going to if I'm going to drink something, it's going to taste delicious, as opposed to whatever slop I can fit into a red Solo cup. Like, at this point, the hangover is just not worth drinking garbage anymore. So my friend is like starting to get into really tasty whiskeys, and like he was pulling out some pretty good stuff, and I was like, God damn, I wish I could drink tonight. I had to go to work. Like, the one time, they were big beer people, right? And not to imply that they were snobby about it, but they were discerning, you know? They wouldn't just drink whatever. They had favorites. They had very specific like brands that they liked. They liked specific flavors. They were just very discerning about the beers that they would drink. But they were very strictly beer people. They were not into any hard alcohols. And while I was getting into whiskey, they were still very much like into beer. And I was like, that's cool, man. Beer's never really done it for me, but you know, I'm happy to hang out. And now there's like starting to be like, hey, you know, fucking mixed drinks can actually be pretty fucking good. I'm like, hell yeah, they can. Make me an old fashioned. Put some bacon in it. Delicious. I had an old fashioned at a bar or a restaurant, I guess, called I think it's the Lazy Dog. And that might have been the single best alcoholic beverage I've ever tasted. Like, the beer was kind of, or the whiskey was kind of almost like syrupy, but it worked so well. Like, it was so tasty. And they had like applewood maple bacon, like a thick applewood maple bacon, like in the drink. And initially I was like, oh well, that's disgusting, but fuck, dude, I dream of that cocktail, because fuck, that was real good. I'm not a big drinker just in general, but God, those were tasty. That sounds crazy. It was really good. It was expensive. That was not a cheap date, but it was really good. I forgot to ask what kind of whiskey they put into it too. Luckily, I know where the bar is, so I can just go back and ask. Like, hey, what the fuck do you put into your old fashions? Because that was delicious. Like, my brother's a big Bloody Mary kind of guy. Like, he always wants to go to brunch and have Bloody Marys. And, you know, fucking hot take or whatever, but Bloody Marys are just salty ketchup. I cannot with a Bloody Mary. It's so thick. Like, it's just tomato paste. I'm not a fan. Just sucking down an entire glass of salty ketchup. Oh, but there's celery in it. Shut up. Celery's not that good anyway. As I grow older, I don't like sushi. Sushi duck. This guy is just too cool. Like, if it wasn't specifically like colored like that, I would think that was a mohawk. Like, maybe it's just me, but like, I'm getting Rufio vibes off this guy. And there's no reason for that. It's obviously a sushi duck, but I'm getting like Rufio. He's just got those kinds of vibes. I don't remember what I was saying. I was off on a tangent that I don't... It's probably not that important that we pick it back up. Something about Bloody Marys. Bloody Marys suck. That's my answer. But, you know, as I've gotten older, I've also kind of given up on drinking. The hangovers are just not worth it anymore. Like if I go out for a birthday or something and I gotta drink. Hey, I gotta get going. Thank you for streaming. Hope you have an easy time at work and Happy New Year. Hey, you too. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'll be live again on Wednesday with Dishonored, so that'll be... that's the first, isn't it? God, that's a holiday. I don't expect anybody to show up for that one. That's fine. We're just kind of playing through it regular, so... Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. It's always good to see new people in here. It's also always good to see returning people in here as well. Maybe we'll do some more I'm on observation duty. We never really did beat that level, did we? That's on the list. We'll put that one on the list for sure. But yeah, back when I was like college age, I never went to college, but when I was college age, we used to fucking drink like crazy, and it didn't matter what was in our cup as long as it had a high enough ABV. But not like as soon as I broke 30 years old, the hangover just is not worth, the juice is just not worth the squeeze anymore, you know? It's just so rough trying to recover for an entire day after one night's worth of, I want to say fun, but anymore, like drinking is just drinking. Anyway, not a fan. If I'm at like a wedding or something, I'll do some drinking, but anymore, it's not really my go-to. Hold on. Got about a half hour left. Half hour left in today's stream. Cause then I gotta start getting ready for work. Which is upsetting. We get a couple more ducks and we can get in here. We're definitely not gonna make it all the way through the collection. Because we've got so many ducks. Yeah, we got just an insane number of ducks to go through still. I don't even know that we could fit all those ducks in this pool. Because how many do we have? We have 38. Which means we have room for 24 more ducks. Which is arguable. This is 38, and this pool is looking awful crowded. Some of the other pools might be a little bit more accommodating, though. Have enough room for everybody. Oh, excuse me. God, it's going to be a long shift at work. I got to stay up until 6 a.m. I'm already yawning. That's alright, I'll grab a couple monsters on my way and power through. Power Thirst, Rocket Edition. You'll feel like a fighter jet made out of biceps. My voice is going a little bit too. This is just good practice. I think something like this game or like I'm on observation duty is a good way to just practice your yapping, you know? And a huge part of being a streamer is just being able to continue talking and being entertaining while nothing is going on. And for this game specifically, there's not a lot going on. It's just a rubber duck simulator. So you gotta just start riffing just off the top of your head, you know? Good practice. Oh. when you're not uber sleepy. It's a little bit easier with a busier chat, but that'll come eventually. I'm really gonna try giving this streaming thing my all in 2025. Just really giving it my best. Because I've done before where I've done like a really solid month or 2 months, and then I'll get tired or bored and like not want to do it anymore, and I'll give up after I've gotten like some momentum going, which is not the greatest. So I'm committing. It's my New Year's resolution to actually give this streaming thing a solid go. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the plan. The momentum stuff gets brutal. It really does. Like, you could go strong for a month and then like you get tired. What usually ends up happening to me is like I got to get up like on time to stream appropriately. But like I'll decide not to. Like, I'll decide sleep is too important, and I'll try to get like an extra hours in, and then that ends up eating into my time. Then I feel bad about skipping a stream. So then I'll like want to make it up, but that adds to the pressure for it. And it ends up just like snowballing. What? Just like an arrow. Oh, did we get... We got this guy. This guy fucking doodles on other ducks. There's a man on the back of the peacock. Guy is a Sharpie and he just doodles on other ducks. Yeah, so I'll like get discouraged and be like, I've already missed a stream this week. What even is the point? And then like I'll just fall further and further behind and be like, oh, now I gotta make up like 3 different streams, and like I'll get all in my own head about it. But I realized that that's stupid and a bad way to go about it. So what did he draw? Is it like a sad clown? He drew a sad clown on this duck's ass. Logging in and picking stream back up is so difficult. Breaking the streak of being off. Yeah. Especially since after having streamed for a little while, like not having that pressure and just kind of playing whatever you want and just chilling, just vibing for a little bit, feels really good. You just feel much better. Like, you feel really good about not streaming for a little while. But I really do love it. Like, I love streaming. I love the interaction. I love like doing these things, especially if I can pull off like really difficult challenges while I'm streaming. That's awesome. Like, I still look back on the VOD for the Resident Evil stream we did like late last year. Fucking phenomenal. That feeling of finally getting that done and having people around for it. The Resident Evil 7 stream, great. That was fucking great. Once I get on stream, I feel better, but man, actually hitting that button is tough. It's true. I've recently gotten some advice for like doing things that that you like. He drew a fucking mustache on this duck. It was some advice for if you're ambitious but lazy. That was what got me into it, because like there's a bunch of shit that I want to do, but every time I think about doing it, I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sleepy. So if you're ambitious but sleepy, what you got to do is you got to break down the task, because like becoming a big time streamer is too big a goal for what you want to do. So instead, break it down to like little pieces. You know, you're not gonna go and break into the streaming scene, right? You're just gonna stream for 15 minutes. Like, that's the thing. You're just gonna work on it for like 15 minutes or an hour. You know, stream for whatever time you have available. And like that stops it from being like a big monumental task. It is something that you can accomplish in a small amount of time. What you want to do is you want to take the tasks that you want to do, that you're ambitious about, that you're like looking forward to doing, and break them down to be as quick and easy as possible. Do you want to get in shape? Sick. That means that you got to go to the gym, you got to do cardio, you got to do all these things, start tracking your food. Yeah, I mean, don't think about all that. Don't do all of that. Just go to the gym. Just literally set foot in the gym for 10 minutes. And then, like, while you're there, fucking might as well, like, walk on the treadmill for the 10 minutes that you're there, right? And then, like, 10 minutes becomes 20 minutes, and you're like, yeah, I mean, might as well just pick up some weights if I'm doing it. And, you know, as long as you're there, you might as well be there, right? So, like, if you want to save money, like, yeah, getting out of debt and, like, paying off student loans and all that shit is a monumental task. It's Goliath. You can't think about all that stuff, but, you know, sticking $5 into a piggy bank, that's nothing. Hell, anytime you got change, I hardly ever use cash anymore. So anytime I have change or, like, spare dollars, like, if I ever have to pay for something in cash, but I still have, like, $2 or $3 left, I just set that aside. Like, just put that somewhere else. It's not in my bank account. It's not real. So, you know, if I just got some money set aside, awesome. Then you just do that over and over and over again. You start paying off some of your smaller bills, then use the down payments for those to start paying off some of your bigger bills, and you just snowball it in from one to the next. It's great. So yeah, like instead of you know, streaming, you got to stream every day, 8 hours a day, fucking get sponsors, like you got to interact with your chat, do giveaways, subathons, that kind of shit. Nah, man, just fucking go live for an hour and a half. What game do you want to play? It doesn't fucking matter. Stream WoW for an hour and a half. Who cares? Hell, you're like, especially for you, your streams get the most interactive when you start playing a fucking crossword. Like, yeah, easy. If all you want to do is go live for 15 minutes to do a crossword, dope. You know, I want to do a subathon again so bad, but that shit is so fun. If I had the audience to support a subathon, I would do it all the time. Like every weekend would be a subathon. But that's one of the things that, like, I got to build up, you know. It'll happen eventually. It's just a matter of going live and just hitting the button and starting. I do want to do cool stuff with my stream though. I need to reframe it as platinum repairs because I don't necessarily think I have the support to have the sub aspects anymore. I think you do. Maybe not for like a full subathon. Maybe not. Definitely not like the Titty Beganathon. That was in a different era when we had a bunch of different things going on. But you can build it back up to that for sure. But yeah, like Platinum or Perish, that's a great idea. Like I love, that's a phenomenal idea. But there has to be some sort of like audience participation, right? Because if you're just streaming until you 100% a game, that doesn't really drive audience interaction at all. You can definitely come up with some rules though. One of the things that I want to do, I want to do like a difficult or challenging game, maybe even just Dead by Daylight. That would be great. But one of the things that I want to do, I've seen it on other streams where you play with a grid over your screen. Like across the top, it just goes like A through F, and then across the side, it goes like 1 through 15 or something of that nature. And there's a grid, and then your audience can pay to put a picture or a GIF in that grid, and you see the same thing that stream sees. So eventually, like, your screen gets filled up with pictures or GIFs of different random meme bullshit, right? And like, you're trying to get something crazy done. Like, the one that I saw was on Super Monkey Ball. Like, they were trying to do the most difficult levels of Super Monkey Ball, but the audience was filling up the screen with different pictures. Dude, Dixper was fucking incredible when my PC could support it. I'm just out of GPU now. CPU. I don't mind Dixper. It just... I don't know. It's a little expensive for my taste. And I feel like there are other things that you could do with the same sort of concept in a much more approachable way for your audience. I don't know if that makes sense. But like, I use StreamerBot for all of my sound alerts. So all of my sound alerts are free for people. It's just depending on how much time you have spent in chat. But I have an unlimited amount of them. Like, I don't have to limit it down to like 15 sound alerts. I can have hundreds if I want to. And it's just a matter of like setting up the appropriate triggers. So like, I have sound alerts, but I don't use sound alerts, you know? I could do the same thing with bits and whatnot, but I mean, at this point, there's not really any reason to. But I feel like there are different very fun things that you could do, especially with like StreamerBot and BikuBot and that stuff. There are different audience engagement things that you can do that would be very, very fun. But for like very limited events. Like one of the things that I thought about for specifically this stream is you can go in and name all of these ducks. So like, I was considering doing either a sub or 500 bits to name one of these ducks, and that could work in the future for sure. But right now I think my max viewer count is 2. It's been you and Loris, so like, there's obviously not much of a market for it, but this is still good practice to just sit here and yap for a little while. Definitely not wasted time, that's for sure. 500 distraction czars. It's true. You could do that. Although I guess it's just 40, not 500. Besides, you've got yours. Yours is very special and near and dear to my heart for no reason at all. It could be anything. It could be any reason. Oh, look, our apple juice changed to orange juice. He's just a little guy. He's just a friend. I laughed pretty hard with the reveal. Good. That's always the goal. And then I think the only other ones we named were Sugma, who used to be Ligma. Ligma's over there. Oh ho ho. Ligma's over here. Ligma just has that because they have a slug on their head, or snail on their head. And Sugma used to have a worm, but it evolved into a butterfly. But this is an apple duck. So initially I was going to name it... Okay, well, now it's got a mustache. Initially I was going to name it Steve Jobs. But I was reminded of that meme from forever ago. Where it was like... I heard that Steve Jobs died of ligma. Who the hell is Steve Jobs? Ligma balls. And I laugh every fucking time. So we named him Ligma. But when the worm evolved, we named him Sugma. And then I'm over here. I'm at the bottom of the pool. Right there. Holding it down. Just vibing. No thoughts. Just vibes. So anyway, this duck is like 7 layers deep. 7 layers deep on our memes. Uwu? Uwu? Kawaii desu? And his eyes make me uncomfortable, actually. Duck-sama? Duck-sama? They're so wide. This guy can see fucking everything. This guy saw when they hit the second tower. He's looking right at him. Oh my god, look at that hot air balloon. Oh god, no. Not again. Not again. That's a bad taste. That's a joke made in poor taste. Look at it though. Look at this, like slow motion. It's happening all over again. Not again. Hey, why would the developers put those in here, huh? Sir, ooh, Duck-sama has hit the second tower. My god. There it goes. Like, you have to know, right? They had to know when they put this in here. There's something about 2 perfectly square office buildings right next to each other like that. On the plus side, we do know exactly how much time it now takes for tragedy to become comedy. Someone in playtesting said something. I mean, they had to. Because, like, 9/11 memes took off like 4 or 5 years ago, right? So it takes approximately 18 years, essentially 1 generation, for something horrific to become kind of funny. In the right circumstances, obviously. If you were in the right place, they took off a lot sooner. And the wrong place, perhaps? Yeah, I mean, true. In certain circles, it wasn't ever not funny, you know? But, you know, those kinds of people have their own website where they jerk themselves off constantly. That we don't associate with those kinds of people. All right. It's getting pretty close to 8 o'clock. We're going to wrap up here soon. I want to see what this next duck is, and then we'll call it a day. This next duck is our last duck. I was really hoping that we would get the other jelly ducks in here, but there are so many ducks. When I was on edgy humor subreddits at 13 years old, 9/11 was the funniest thing ever. You were pretty young for 9/11 though, weren't you? Like, you're still just a little babby boy. Or am I not remembering that correctly? I thought you were like significantly younger. Yeah, I was like 5, I remember, but only barely. I was 11 at the time. So you were like 6 years younger than me. I'm working with a guy right now who is 21 years old. No. Yeah, 21 years old. And he only knows about 9/11 as a historical event. He was not alive for it, which is wild to me. Like, just wrapping my head around that. It must be like how the generation before mine, because I wasn't alive for like Desert Storm, right? I don't remember any of that because I wasn't alive. So I only learned about it as a historical event, and now talking to the Zoomers at work, I'm like, oh yeah, you don't remember where you were for 9/11 because you weren't. You were but a twinkle in your dad's eye. And that's wild to me. That younger people exist is wild. I also now know how all the 60 some odd year olds at my work feel when I try to like do some stuff, like when I try to like take charge on the thing. They're like, hey, just sit the fuck down and shut up, because you are an infant. You are a fetus trying to tell me what to do. And I now understand that. And I don't want to be like that 60 some odd year old guy at work being like, who the fuck are you to even talk to me? But I'm definitely feeling that. I'm in this really weird crossover where I witnessed 9/11 as a young kid, and then when I got to high school, I learned about it in history class. Fucking hell. Yeah, we didn't learn about 9/11 in history class. Because I saw it live. It happened in front of my very eyes. Actually, it didn't. I remember right exactly where I was, because I was walking to school. Back in the day, I had to walk to school, and because of the time zone difference, it happened at just the right time where I was still walking from my house to my middle school at the time when it all happened. I got to school and all of the TVs were on, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What's going on? Why are we all watching TV today? It was a wild intersection, and I was just like, oh, well, yeah, I didn't understand really. We spent so long in that section too. Like, girl, we all remember it. At least 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Good Christ. 2 weeks. That's a long time. New duck. Oh my God. Look at this fucking guy. He came ready. Motherfucker came strapped. Wild. I want to see what he does, but we also got to wrap up here pretty soon. All right, if he can shoot something in the next 3 minutes. Okay, so he just gently pisses on everybody. That's cool. Anyway, that's all I got for today, guys. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope everybody had a good stream. Hope you have a good Monday and a happy New Year. I'll be live again on Wednesday for more Dishonored. I wonder if we can raid into anybody. I wonder if anybody's live. Let's see if we can find somebody. I got $10 this sandwich is live. Thank God nobody called me on that. I know he is. I think Resident Evil 4 of all things.
Do we have anybody else? Lena's probably not going to be live until much later. I'm currently talking to Distraction, so he's not live. All right, let's go see what Snam's up to. All right, everybody. I appreciate you stopping by. Let's get the raid started. YouTube, thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and keep an eye on the Twitter and I guess the TikTok for as long as that exists. I'll see you guys next time, Wednesday. Hope you stop by and check us out live. YouTube, I love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.